it's not elementary school. Nobody wants to have a meeting with me when I'm hangry.
I think there's some people that might beg to differ.
Ooh, look at Michelle jacket today.
I know.
I see, love that jacket.
Sure.
Yeah, but I like that.
Do you need those?
Thank you very much. I did leave it in the printer, but Steph had an extra. And here's Mr. Marticello. So I believe we are all in attendance.
Right, that I can.
You got.
I said we're going live, what do you?
Hold up.
I got the real KQD this morning. Huh?
Hello, Jimmy. Boys, okay. Okay. All right, let's please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alderman Quist
Here.
Alderman Holliday,
Here.
Alderwoman Collins.
Here.
Alderman Carpenter
Here.
and Alderman Marticello.
Here. Okay, thank you for gathering here this morning. The purpose of the meeting, of course, is to introduce two parking ordinances and an introduction of local law to abolish section C 132 of the city charter pertaining to the Citizens Review Board. What we are doing here is introducing this so we can have the normal 10-day waiting period to have a public hearing on these. So you'll have 10 days, we will have 10 days to get any of our questions answered, and then the public will have the time to come in for the public hearing and get any of their questions answered. So this is, the purpose we're doing this morning is just to get these introduced so we can do that. Any questions? Okay.
I'm gonna make an amendment.
An amendment.
On, introduction of ordinance B. An ordinance modifying Amsterdam City Code parking. Mayor, last 2 days I went down to G's Cookies,
Okay.
And-
Just the last two?
the last two. Realistically, and I spoke with it, although, I'm sorry, Chris, I didn't think you were gonna be here, you're still in the hospital.
No.
There's no way in the world you could have 15-minute parking.
That's what they got now.
I know, we got amended. It
Well-
says there are 15-minute times on the north side of Main Street between 2 and 10, Monday through Friday, 8 AM to 5 PM. It takes 15 minutes just to make the 8s.
They asked for that.
They asked for that.
I know, listen, I know what they asked for, it's not realistic. Not even close to being realistic. 15-minute time parking on the north side of Main Street between 44 and 56. You can't even go to Dr. Summit's office for an IVTM in 15 minutes. Realistically, the last is what is truthful. 60 minutes on the south side of Main Street. Now, you can't say 60 minutes on the south side of Main Street between 35 Main Street to 49 Main Street and then not be on the other side, the north side. Because 60 minutes on the south side is shooters. And there's reasons for doing this. They have pool tournaments every weekend. And yes, it's packed on there, but yet, you know what? It's bringing business, it's bringing people to
Well,
the
it's Monday
city.
through Friday, Jim.
Right, Monday through Friday, okay.
That's what this ordinance is about.
I know, it's Monday through Friday, but they have the new parish shop there. And
They
people-
do.
And people do go in there and try on their gowns.
And what we're doing here is we're introducing these for the purpose of having a public hearing,
Okay.
at which we can.
So that's why I would rather the public hearing make it 60 minutes, period, all up and down Main Street. That's what I would do. And I'm doing it through my experience. I mean, I sat there over an hour. And if you wanna really enforce this, you call the police department. Every car parked in front of G's Cookies right down to H&R Block is now in business too now. There ain't no way you're gonna enforce. I mean, if you wanna really be honest, And I looked at this ordinance and then I went down there and I stood out there. You'd have to have every car ticketed all the way down.
You got 15 minutes on one side, 60 minutes on the other side. That's what it is.
Yeah, and
So if
then
you're long-term, you stay on the other side 60 minutes. If you're short-term, you stay on the 15-minute side. If you work in the mall all day, you park in the mall parking lot, that kind of stuff.
okay, but even if they worked in the mall
Yes,
and it's 60-minute parking,
yes.
that ain't gonna do them any good.
The business is good if mall employees aren't parking on Main Street in spots right now.
I know exactly
We got
what-
it.
See, I know
I
exactly
just
what
did
it is. Mall parking. Parking on Main Street. But if it's an hour, they won't park on Main Street if it's an hour.
Who won't?
The
The
people
mall
that
people.
park in the mall, the people who work in the mall.
Yes, I agree, and that's gonna stop them from parking in those spots, but
But think about that 15 minutes, think
the
about it.
15 minutes is what the pizza guy wants.
That's what, okay, that's what he wants, cause you know what, you go in, if you wants to keep it,
And if anybody wants to stay at G's, they park on the other side of the street for an hour.
but there's no parking over there.
But there will be because of this ordinance. The other thing we're doing, and I didn't put it in this ordinance because we can't, is we're reshaping the lines so you can pull in instead of back in crazily. But we're also gonna get 3 more spaces on each side of the street by changing the angle of the lines, roughly 3 more. So there'll be 6 more spots down there. There'll be no mall people parking there for 8 hours. These are the things we thought about. But again, this is an
I
introduction.
know Matt
And
Flynn,
we should listen to whoever, including yourself.
well, it's Matt Flynn.
He's the one who told you this?
No, he's the one that told you this, I think.
Well, he came in and talked about it, but we've been dealing with parking issues for 17 months here from
All right,
calls we get.
listen, if that's what they want, go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying,
I'm
this
just
is,
telling you right now, you can't enforce this.
we can't
No,
enforce
you
it.
can't, you cannot enforce this. There's no way. Cause people are parked on both sides. I've been there. I know, cause I go there. People park all morning. Oh, I'll say we park all morning on the north side and we don't move. And we're in there
And
for,
you should be getting a ticket. if
that's
you're
right,
15
we
minutes
should be,
behind.
but who's,
But the proprietors, it's up to the proprietors, if there's an abuse going on, to call the police and they will come down and ticket. Now, if they're happy that you're there, James, I doubt they're gonna call, right? I don't know what the
listen.
answer is. The answer is we are listening.
right
to-
now, somebody said to me yesterday, I got a parking ticket. I go, don't look at me.
That's
They
right.
says, well, I got a parking ticket on both sides of the street. There's no snow and there's alternate parking. And I
James,
said, well, the police use their discretion. I said they use their discretion. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And they know there's no snow. They know that.
that's right.
And I said, they're using their discretion, that's all. And there must be a reason. Well, listen, I experienced, I don't think it's realistic, but if that's what people want
There will
down
be a
there.
public hearing. We will
Okay.
listen to them
No
and we
problem.
can make changes at that.
And
point in
anyway, we're
time.
here to introduce anyway.
Okay.
Okay, okay, Kelly, you move this? Oh, it's
I
my-
have to move
oh,
it?
excuse me. No, it's my ward, I'm sorry. I'll move it. I'll
I
move
like
it.
the 60-minute rule. I don't want to.
It's my rule, it's
I
my,
think it's overcomplicated and I understand that Michelle gets phone calls from certain people, but like. That doesn't matter. There'll just be another reason they call, in my experience.
Irene, you feel the same way, you're right?
Exactly. I think
60 minutes is good.
it's overcomplicated. We want to encourage people to be throughout downtown. They don't have to just park right in front of it. And I'm gonna look it up a little bit more, but like, if a certain business wants a 15-minute parking space in front of it, they usually can, pay for that, I think. I think there's a fee for that or a permit for that, so I can look into that, but
It is 15 minutes now.
yeah.
It is, you understand that. It is 15 minutes already. It's been 15 minutes for
Fully
years. You understand that, correct?
I put the signs up.
Okay. And the
Yeah.
pizza place has been 15
Well,
minutes for years.
pizza place is different,
And our police chief is the one who came up with this recommendation as well.
but I
So
know,
I'm, yeah.
there's a reason why I know why the police chief come up with it.
Well, again, you can read people's minds. I can't. I
I
don't.
know.
But
Mayor, I'm
this is
just
the point of the public discussion.
That is the point of the
That's the
public.
public.
discussion.
Like,
Okay.
obviously, we understand, we've lived here.
All right, we'll leave
we
this now
understand,
until public
like,
discussion
The
and then
pizza place also
after
doesn't
we
want
hear what
us
people have
having
to say,
spring
we can
fling.
amend it then.
Like,
That's correct.
Okay,
That
so
is
let's,
correct.
Pizza place
let's
is
just
never
introduce-
happy.
let's just introduce this now And I'm sorry that I jumped over it, because really, we should be on the first one. I'm sorry. I apologize,
We are on the
Kelly.
first one.
Okay, so go
But I
ahead.
didn't read any of them yet.
Right. Oh, you haven't?
No, I haven't read any, so really we should do the first one, go ahead.
Okay, so go ahead.
Introduction of ordinance A of twenty twenty-four to be known as ordinance 1 of twenty twenty-four if adopted. This is an ordinance modifying Amsterdam City Code, section 228-47, schedule 13, parking prohibited at all times by Mayor Cinquanti. Legislative intent the intention of this instant ordinance is to modify section 13 of section 228-47 to provide for no parking at any time on the west side of Taft Place between Harding Street and Roosevelt Street. Part 2 enactment be enacted by the Common Council of the City of Amsterdam that the following be added or modified to section 12 of section 228-47 set forth below. Add parking prohibited at all times, west side Taft Place between Harding Street and Roosevelt Street. Part 3 effectiveness, a public hearing having been held on March 19th and upon ratification by the Common Council, the instant local law shall be effective pursuant to C 33-30, the charter.
Okay. And
Should that be section 13 under being enacted?
I do not. I do not.
It says 12, but on the topic, it says, on the title, it says 13.
Section 28, section.
I'll look it
13.
up.
I would think it has to be 13, or else the top is wrong, I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're just introducing this at this point in time. Do we
Yeah,
have to set the
public
public hearing, right?
You need to set a public hearing.
Right. So that would be at our next meeting, correct? Before our next meeting? And what time is good?
Well, how many public hearings, how many ordinances are we introducing?
We're gonna do 3.
So you have this should be like
Right.
15 minutes of,
We probably should give it a little bit more time for this parking thing.
well, this is the first one, yeah. So they're all like 5 minutes except for the one on Main Street. You might want to add a little more to that one.
You've been talking about for 10, so all right. What do you want
Have
to
more
do?
minutes
What's a
for-
good
We'll have
time?
more
Let's,
minutes
no, really,
for
let's
the
get,
public hearing than he will for parking.
we'll get the time straightened out
The
here.
correct schedule is schedule 13.
13, thank you, Kelly.
Right.
So our meeting starts at 6:30, correct?
Yes,
Mhm.
so.
So we will have, you wanna give this 15 minutes,
No, I don't.
10 minutes?
This is a tap place,
This is Tap Place.
5 minutes.
Okay, so, yes, but I'm trying to get to the whole thing.
Oh, well, we
15 for the
gotta work
park,
our way backwards then.
15 for the parking,
Yeah,
and 5 and 5.
yeah,
Is that good?
that's correct.
So we will go, 6, I'm terrible.
Right there.
5:40, 6:15, then this was 6:05. 6:05 to 6:10.
5, okay.
And then introduction of ordinance B. Do we have to vote on that?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Introduction of ordinance B of twenty twenty-four to be known as ordinance 2 of twenty twenty-four if adopted. An ordinance modifying Amsterdam City Code, section 228-53, schedule 19, time limit parking. Legislative intent, the intention of this instant ordinance is to modify section 13. Well, that's not right either. That's, sorry, the intention of this instant ordinance is to modify section 13 of section 228-53 to provide for 15-minute parking on the north side of Main Street between 2 Main Street through 10 Main Street, Monday to Friday, 8 AM to 5 PM. 15-minute time limit parking on north side of Main Street between 44 Main Street through 56 Main Street, Monday through Friday, 8 AM to 5 PM. And 60-minute parking on the south side of Main Street between 35 Main Street through 49 Main Street, Monday through Friday, 8 AM to 5 PM. Enactment being enacted by the Common Council of the City of Amsterdam that the following be added to modified to section 12 of section 228-53 to set forth below. Add 15-minute time limit parking north side of Main Street between 2 Main Street through 10 Main Street, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. 5-minute time limit parking on north side of Main Street between 44 Main Street through 56 Main Street, Monday through Friday, 8 AM to 5 PM. 60-minute parking on the south side of Main Street between 35 Main Street and 49 Main Street, Monday through Friday, 8 AM to 5 PM. Effectiveness of public hearing having been held on March 19th in 2024 and upon the ratification of the Common Council. This instant local law shall become effective pursuant to C 33 of the charter.
Thank you.
The title's correct for the,
So all of them should be 19 then.
yeah.
Thank you, Phil. Okay, and again, we have 15-minute slots in 2 areas of the street, and then we have 60-minute slots on that side of the street as well, so people do have options down there.
Yeah.
And this is again, Monday through Friday, business hours till 5 PM. Weekends are, there's none of this is gonna be applying. Night times, none of this is gonna be applying, so any restaurants, bars, whatever that are on that street will at nighttime not have to worry about any kind of parking.
All right,
All right,
yes,
so again, it's a public hearing, so we're gonna do this one at,
6:10.
yes.
yes. Last one's the local law.
Introduction of local law A of 2024 to be known as local law 1 of 2024 if adopted. This is a local law abolishing section C 132 of the city charter pertaining to a citizens review board by Mayor Cinquanti. Section 1, legislative intent. By way of a background, the city charter contains a section, specifically section 132, C 132 pertaining to a citizens review board adopted by the city prior to 1970. The Citizens Review Board has been dormant for several years, perhaps decades. It is believed that the board has been dormant for many reasons, including the complicated and antiquated procedures set forth therein, not only containing substantive flaws pertaining to the investigation and disposition of prospective complaints, but also in the procedure relating to the establishment of members to this board. For example, in recent years, a single write-in ballot resulted in notification to individuals who do not know anything about the Citizens Review Board or the write-in ballot. Moreover, and separately, the issues and safeguards intended to be addressed by the citizens, hold on, lost my place, have been subsequently addressed somewhere elsewhere in the city government since the time of adoption of C 132. This includes Amsterdam City Code, Chapter 23 Ethics, with specific regard to the Board of Ethics that was adopted and established in 1970. Additionally, a component of the Reform and Reinvention Plan for the Amsterdam Police Department adopted in 2021 provides additional safeguards that pertains to the personnel of the Amsterdam Police Department. No funding or financial appropriation exists in the city budget for any function of the Citizens Review Board. Enactment is being enacted by the Common Council of the City of Amsterdam, section C 132 of the Amsterdam City Charter, Citizens Review Board. It is hereby abolished and removed. Section 3, effectiveness, a public hearing having been held on March 19th. And upon ratification of the Common Council, the instant local law shall become effective pursuant to C 33 of the charter.
Into a public hearing on that.
Questions? Yes, public hearing, you have 10 days, right, to get any questions you have put together, any questions your constituents have put together, any concerns they have about this. And we will address those at the appropriate time or any time you want to get them addressed by the Corporation Council. We are available, they are available.
So your intent is to abolish this, but merge it with the ethics.
Well, yeah, this would be abolished, but the purpose of this would be, what the Corporation Council is saying, the purpose of this is already, there's already bodies in place to take care of the things that this is supposed to do.
Okay.
So we aren't, we're not merging it, we are just admitting the fact that they haven't met in over a decade.
I agree. But what about the elected officials that were elected last November?
We are looking at putting them on the ethics board if they so desire to be put on the ethics board. We are looking at each one, but it will be up to the Common Council again to approve those appointments. It sounds as if we're doing something, abolishing something that's in the charter, and we are, because that's what we're doing. But it's something that's in the charter that hasn't been utilized for the purposes intended. And it's written very poorly and designed very poorly. So, like I said, you got 10 days. Any questions? I know you already probably have some, but let's gather any concerns you have, your constituents have, and let's really talk about it if they need to. All right? So
I'm
we'll
gonna send an email to the clerk, asking her to provide us with, local law 4 of 1982, which is what established this. I'll put it in the email too. And then just the part about ethics, and then also, the Reform and Reinvention Plan from 2021. So we can all look over those 3 documents and make sure that everything will be
Very
covered.
good. And we have
Should
a
be
time
covered.
slot of 10:15 to
Oh, this is gonna be on 3/19 at 6:25 PM.
We gotta give it some more time. No, that's right, 6:25, you're set. Okay, very good.
Is that okay?
Yes, that's good, because we're using 15 for the other.
Mhm.
All right. Any other questions, issues, problems, decision? Okay. That's all I have. Thank you very much. Motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
All right, Alderwoman Chris Demars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marcelo.
Aye.
Thank you again, guys.
Thank you.